videos.
All this.
80 fucking episodes, oh my god.
Lucas.
With Watto in his basement and 31 flavors.
Arliss.
But the SSR's dollar signs, oh my god. With the super duper pants. SSR dollar signs, oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So we're going to start episode 4.
Oh, I started. I was too eager. Okay.
Come on.
Season 2, episode 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Are there any racial slurs in this one?
I hope not.
Zach, do you want my
Well,
shirt?
let's start with the title, The World at Your Feet. Is there something about that that's offensive?
It could be in a certain context.
From a certain point of view.
I was going to try to make a joke about the fake racial slur that came up in the last episode, but then I realized I don't want to take that risk.
Yeah.
Right.
I
I
don't
want
remember
to
the fake
accidentally
one.
say a real racial slur instead
Yeah.
of the one they made up.
That's smart, Watto. But I will say that's surprising out of a slave owner. That level of nuance.
Hey,
He's a slave owner, but he'll surprise you.
I'll say this, and I want you cannot out me, you cannot gotcha me. My track record is clean. I have only ever owned white slaves.
I guess that is.
How
I do
woke is that?
appreciate that.
How woke is that?
How
That's
woke?
very woke.
Actually, kind of radical wokeness.
That is. You're sort of.
That would be a good title for a book. The Radical Wokeness of Watto.
Radical wokeness of what? Only white slaves.
Watto, have you been canceled, Watto?
I'm uncancelable. I'm a little bit. I'll say this. I'm a little bit like the TV series Community, where they try to cancel me and then somehow I just come back over and over.
on Yahoo screen.
Right. I mean,
Watto, you do have to admit you are the Chevy of the Star Wars universe.
absolutely. Are you kidding me?
What an honor. What an honor.
George, who are the other community characters of the Star Wars universe?
Who are the other community characters of the Star Wars universe?
Who's the Jeff Winger of Star Wars?
Han Solo. He's a Han Solo, clearly.
Tries to act like he doesn't care, but really he cares a lot.
Really, he does.
Okay, let's keep
He's
going.
a scoundrel. He's a scoundrel.
Yes.
Britta is Leia.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'll have to name the other characters.
Who's Abed?
Abed is
C-3PO.
C-3PO.
That's a
C-3PO.
Who's Troy?
R2-D2. He must be.
R2-D2.
I think Troy is young Lando Calrissian.
No, actually, that's
Oh my God! You sound like Mickey Mouse.
That's very.
That is a Mickey Mouse idea. That is a Mickey Mouse idea.
Thanks for stopping by, Zach.
Yeah, you might be a little canceled, Zach.
Wow.
I'm uncancelable when it comes to comparing Donald Glover.
There's no reason for you to make that comparison.
Why? Why did you say that?
Yeah, explain yourself. Show
Well,
your.
I started with their race.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
And
The only race we better be talking about is a pod race.
That's the only race we talk about there. If you're talking about a racist, it better be Sebulba.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. The last time I watched this show, you told
Now
me
this is pod racist.
Now this is pod racist.
Excuse me. I want to talk about Arliss right now because the last time I watched this, you guys told me that he goes after tennis players in a romantic sense.
Correct.
And I'm a little worried
Because it's a child?
because he's out here scoping out a child now.
He's
Right.
scoping out the young.
But also, this episode is diverse.
It is.
Okay.
We should make it clear, though. I mean, I think Zachy is correct. We're walking a very thin line here because so far in the Arliss universe,
We're walking a thin line, and we're hoping that Arliss Michaels doesn't cross that thin line like he did in the episode, crossing the line.
we're hoping he grows because right now his track record is.
Uh-oh. Now look, Arliss. We see a flashback to. We see some footage of Arliss celebrating Life Day.
Oh, no.
Zach, you play tennis? Have you ever played tennis?
Have I ever played tennis? I did play tennis. I also was bullied by the tennis coach at my middle school. He would come up to me and say he had a spot for me on the roster, and I would say, "What do you mean?" And he would every time say, "Assistant to the JV manager."
Wow.
Oh boy.
So not assistant JV manager?
No, I was assistant to the JV manager.
Whoa.
But I didn't take the position.
Why?
I was holding out for a better opportunity.
I got it. That's a very Arliss move of you.
Can you tell us what it was?
No, it was not a specific thing. I just believed in myself more than that.
Was it boxing?
What was that coach's name, Zach?
Oh no, his name was O.J. Simpson.
Ah, yes, good man, good man.
Friend of Arliss, Robert Shapiro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, should we Arliss a name for someone who donated?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we should. And what are we up to donation-wise?
Right now, we are up to $349.53.
Now,
We should talk about the Museum of the Moving Image. If you haven't been there in Astoria, Queens, as soon as it's safe again, highly recommend taking a trip to the Museum of the Moving Image. They do really wonderful exhibits, screenings. It's a great place, and obviously they need a little help, just like everybody does these days. And we're looking to help them out.
But let's underline the real reason for giving right now. If we hit $1,000, George has to put his jacket back on.
Right, and it's really humid now because it rained a little bit and then it just became hot again.
Yes.
So it really would be a meaningful act to put that jacket back on. Now,
also, I don't know if Paul is putting us on.
Okay,
Paul. Let's find out from Paul if he's in the stream.
Paul,
if this is real.
Are you putting this on? Is this really how you spell your last name?
Are there actually 2 R's and 2 S's?
Yeah, the 2 R's are the main thing I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I want to say. Here's my suggestion so that it's bit proof. He's calling it true.
Paul says it's true.
Okay, but here's what I want to say. Usually we add $2 S's if there's one in order to make it our list. If he already has 2, I say let's make it 4.
Right.
There we go.
Absolutely. And I want to put 2 L's and 1 I after that R.
yeah,
that's a good one.
And 1 A and 1 A after that A.
Yeah.
And then we're done. We're done.
Okay. Okay.
Don't be greedy.
That's it. Every now and then you realize, like, we don't need any emojis. We don't need any baseballs. That's your Arliss name.
yeah, that one. I feel good about that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Had a good feeling about that one.
Yeah.
George, why don't they ever say 1 after that? Why
After
don't they
what?
ever say, I have a bad feeling about this one?
About this idea?
No, just I have a bad feeling about this one.
Because that wouldn't be as funny.
Hey,
It provides a little more information.
Yeah.
But sometimes the withholding of information is funny.
I have a very funny joke I would like to pitch to the room.
Okay.
And Zach, I want your honest opinion because you're one of the funniest in the biz right now.
Okay.
You're one of the funniest in the game. Give me your opinion on this joke, okay? What would DJ Khaled say if he were in a Star Wars movie? I got a bad feeling about another one.
I think that's pretty good, Watto. But I think I think it should start a like I think you shouldn't leave it at that because I think you should branch out and start like what would DJ Qualls say if he was in a Star Wars?
Okay.
Here's what I want to encourage. I want to encourage people out there. Here's a fun little craft project you can do at home. You know the scene where Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back celebrating his 40th anniversary. He's going to go save his friends, and the ghost of Ben Kenobi and Yoda are pretty bummed out about it.
Mhm.
And it says, he is our only hope. And then Yoda says, no, there is another. Have a little DJ Khaled pop up there and go, another one.
Another one.
Just insert him digitally, have him pop up in the corner next to Yoda and say another one.
George, I'll do this. I'm impressed how much you know about DJ Khaled, George.
Me too.
I know a lot about a lot. I made Red Tails. Don't think I'm not full of surprises.
You gave me a good joke set up there. Can you please give it to me again? I have come up with the punchline for your riddle.
Yeah, what would DJ Qualls say if he was in a Star Wars movie?
Okay. I got a bad feeling about this road trip.
That's good, Watto. I think you got something here.
Won't get fooled again.
Guys, we're up to $388.92, all going to the Museum of the Moving Image in Queens, New York.
And now I am seeing in the chat that we did have a racial slur happen while we were not paying attention.
Oh, really?
No. What was it?
I'm not going to say.
No, Zach, say
Zach, what was it?
No,
Zach, you can say it. What was it?
It's not one of the ones that I'll
spell
say.
it. Spell it.
Okay, good.
Spell it, but put some asterisks in it. That way, it's not offensive.
It's not one of the ones that I like to say.
Can you give us one letter?
Which ones do you like to say? Say those.
Well,
okay, just to get you comfortable, let's say all the racial slurs that you, Zach Cherry, like to say.
Okay.
And then we'll see how you feel at the end of that tirade.
Yes.
Well, they're not said within the context of a tirade. They're usually
the laundry list, whatever you want to call it, shopping list. I don't know what you're. How do you want to frame this?
Okay, I have to look it up. Sorry, one sec. Ah, shit! It's encrypted. Sorry.
What's encrypted?
My list is encrypted.
Encrypted the list, the slur list.
Can you give us a clue as to what the slur was? Like, what's the nice version of it? Every slur has a nice version. What's the nice version of it?
Well, why don't you give me some examples of slurs and the nice version so I can kind of understand?
I'm going to go off screen for this.
Nemoidian.
And that isn't that just a race?
Yeah, exactly.
So George, are you saying that just simply this race is itself a slur?
The nice version. It's like if you say
just the accurate word.
It's like
the nice version. That's the nice version of the slur.
HBO.
Okay. Artist is showing us some titties now. Now, wait a second. Zach, you had pointed out that you were worried because in the last episode with a tennis player, Arliss stooped her. But in this episode now, the tennis player, who is a man, is stooping a lady. Okay. So maybe the rule of Arliss is not Arliss has to fuck the tennis player, but any episode with a tennis player, they're going to get some strange.
Someone's got it.
It's a variation of Chekhov's gun. If you introduce a tennis player into an Arliss, it's Arliss's tennis player.
Yeah.
In the first act, you introduce a tennis player. The audience expects someone will have coitus with that tennis player in the third act or the second.
A tennis racket in the first act, in the third act, they're going to get some strange.
I was a few seconds behind on my feed, so I caught up now because you said Arliss is showing us some boobs, and I was like, "What?"
You thought I was saying that Robert Wool was exposing his own memories.
Yeah, I was a little confused.
Or we were calling Arliss and Kirby a couple of boobs.
A couple of boobs.
I mean, in that sense, every episode of Arliss is showing you a couple of boobs.
That was pretty good.
Zach, I have a riddle for you. I have a riddle for you.
Okay, let me hear it.
I have a riddle for you. When is a person also a ship?
When they're in a relationship.
Oh, that's good. No, it's not that.
Is it better than that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is it? Should I keep guessing?
Yeah.
Watto, do you know the answer? Patrick, do you know?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
Wow. So Watto knows, but Patrick doesn't know.
Can I guess?
Is
You
that
want,
part of
Yes.
your riddle?
Yes.
you want
Yes.
you just ask the question again, George.
When is a person also a ship?
When that person is the great Michael Boatman,
Was that it?
living
That was it.
Wait, that was what you were thinking of?
cast member of Arliss. Now, Zach, let me ask
He was,
you.
he was on screen. He was on screen when I thought of the riddle, but now he's not on screen.
I want to ask you a riddle, Zach, and let's see
Yeah.
if you have better luck with this one.
Okay.
What is DJ Khaled's favorite Disney-produced non-Skywalker saga entry in the Star Wars filmography?
What is DJ Khaled's favorite Disney-produced
Non-Skywalker saga entry.
Yes. I believe it is another Rogue One. Patrick, do you have a riddle for me? Okay.
Thanks for asking, though.
Hey, I have a question. Update me on the poster. Have we had any more appearances?
You got from the poster?
The HBO?
Yeah, HBO fan.
Oh, you're saying this is from people on the poster?
Yeah.
Yeah, just this one.
Okay.
Wait, no, but let's seriously. Let's.
Oh, you got your pillow.
I got my pillow. Zach, did
That's
you even
right.
see my shirt?
Oh, wow. No, I did not realize that. Incredible.
It's also branded for the 1996 Atlanta Olympics.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, Richard Jewell. Richard Jewell.
Did Arliss sponsor the Olympics that year?
I don't know.
Did Arliss plant the bomb that Richard Jewell found?
Is there a bomb in the
Promotion?
park?
It is kind of surprising there hasn't been a reference to that. Right?
Yeah. Yes, it's very weird. Wait, I want to seriously, though, address Zach's question. Looking at the HBO banner, Bob Costas has appeared on Arliss at this point.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And he's the only one.
Yeah,
So
I'll
we're
say
not making a lot of progress.
that. Been trying to
Right.
find a way to reach out to Costas, and I can't do it.
We can't find a way. We need to crowdsource this.
Yeah, I
if
think
anyone
we-
out there has a connection to Bob Costas,
Well, I
please
have
let
some
them know that
information that
we
might
have. Okay.
So Bob Costas appears as himself in an episode of Monk
Oh.
in season, I want to say 8.
Wow.
Mr. Monk and the Big Game, I want to say.
Okay.
And he's good friends with Adrian Monk in the universe of the show. So I don't know if you want to approach it that way. That might.
Sure. That
Yeah.
might help.
A Tommy Westfeld universe kind of way. If Bob Costas is in Arliss, then that means that Monk is also in the Arliss verse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Are there
God,
any- are
if
there
Monk
any
was in that
films
office,
really?
he'd be rearranging that bulletin board right now.
Yeah, he probably would be.
Wait, here's a very serious question. Is Bob Costas on any form of social media right now?
I don't know. He's like kind of retired now, isn't he? Like half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't mean lots of retirees are on social media. That's why we're in this mess.
Right.
He's not on Twitter.
Fuck.
I bet he's not on Instagram.
Okay, then this is what I'm going to say. New hashtag, okay?
Yeah.
We need to find someone who has Bob Costas's contact information. Because
Yeah,
it
I'll
can't
email him.
be a channel.
Hashtag contact Costas.
But here's what I want to say. I want everyone in the stream right now to tweet. Does anyone have Bob Costas's personal phone number and or email address.
I'd prefer email. I don't want to call him.
You have to include both because we'll take what we can get.
If you get his personal phone number, I will call him.
Right. Does anyone? Zach will call, you will email. This is the tweet. It's public to everyone, not addressed to anyone.
Right.
To everyone. Main feed. You say, does anyone have Bob Costas' personal phone number and or email address? And then the hashtag is Bob at any Costas.
Oh, sorry. I have an important correction. It was Mr. Monk makes the playoffs.
Oh, boo. Boo.
Oh, boo.
Wait, Bob at any Costas, should it have two? Oh, no, because if it's a hashtag, you can't have dollars.
No, Bob at any
Costas. Craig P.S. If you email your name and address to the George Lucas Talk Show at gmail.com, I'll make sure we get it taken care of.
Oh, I have another suggestion on how to get at Costas.
Yeah.
So Joe
All
Buck is very active on social media.
Who?
Joe Buck.
Joe Buck.
He's just another football announcer. So maybe if you get Joe Buck involved and kind of like do a reverse psychology on Costas, like we don't even want Costas.
Yeah.
Like Joe Buck is really doing so much better than you. You know, like
sure.
You sort of go after Buck first.
You want to neg Costas. I think
we should neg Costas.
I think we should neg Costas.
Zach, I think we just witnessed 2 racial slurs in a row.
Oh, no.
One was Comet's Caucasian blonde girlfriend looked through the peephole or whatever in the door to see who was there, and it was Comet's mother. And she said, I think it's the cleaning lady. So that's a slur. She's making the assumption.
Sure.
This is the cleaning lady. And then when she opened the door to let her in and found out it was Comet's enraged mother, she called her a white trash slut.
Wow. So that's like 5 slurs. Not all of them racial, but
yeah.
Definitely it was a lot of slurs.
Who's Lark Ellen? Is that a person?
Lark Ellen Avenue. I don't know.
There's a Lark Ellen farm in Ojai, California.
Interesting.
Michael Boatman dancing in this one. Arliss is dancing. They're both dancing. The police have shown up, and Kirby stands up immediately.
Wow, this is a very diverse episode.
There's a Lark Ellen Avenue in Covina, California, where Crazy Ex-Girlfriend takes place, which also features Bob Costas.
Wow.
I don't think that's true. I don't know if he's on it. I guessed.
Right.
George, do you have a nice wood paneled room like this? Seems like something you'd have.
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
Hey, Zach, someone just saw you on Succession.
Wow.
Another HBO original series.
That's true. Put me on the poster already.
Yeah, put you on a pillow. How come you're not on a pillow?
Zach, you could go right inside that O.
I would fit nicely inside that O. I have a round face.
Look at that. Right in there.
Yeah. Wow. How about that's a good new campaign? That's a good new campaign. Put him in the O. People tweet at HBO.
Tweet at
Why don't you
and at Zach Cherry
put Zach Cherry Gmail in the O. Put him in the O.
Put him in the O. I've heard about that. But a charity in the O?
Hey, where's Zach Cherry? He's in the office. Which office? The home box office. And that's you in the O.
Wow, I never really considered it as an office. I've never heard it referred.
It's the home box office.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the whole point of it. The great thing about HBO that makes it different than anything else is that it's a box office at home. It's like a movie theater in your home. You can see finally you can see movies in your home. Go to the home box office.
Guys, we are up to $473.92.
Wow.
Let's bring it up to what can we give him to bring it up to 500 to get it right up to that 500 mark?
If we get to 500, I will dig my filthy Raptors hoodie out of my laundry basket.
Yeah. Guys, we gotta. And then Zach will say your name if you're the person who donated that one.
Yes.
It's not that much money. It's a little over 25, and if you donate 25, you get a signed photo from Bobby Wool himself.
Bobby!
Wooly Bully.
Win.
And George, people are asking if you'll still blow up the BB-8 at 888.
Yeah, if we get to 888, I blow up the BB-8. And then if we get up to 1,000, I'll deflate the 8 and I'll put on the jacket.
Ooh, Bobby's giving a commencement address.
Topical.
Yeah.
Oh wow, very topical. If
Can't do
anyone
it now, it's not safe. Unless you graduate from the University of the Lake of the Ozarks, and then you can have a full graduation in a big pool. It doesn't matter because I don't think they have the disease there, based on what I've seen.
That's amazing. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, apparently it's completely safe to go there because a whole bunch of people just went there and had a big bunch of pool parties because I guess they thought it was really smart to do.
Sorry, what year was this season?
97?
97. 97.
So that guy was wearing some pretty cool, like Morpheus Matrix style sunglasses. Is it possible that this was the inspiration for the Matrix?
It's very possible because one of these episodes seriously seemed to have inspired The Big Lebowski.
Really?
Yeah.
Zach, I assumed you were watching and knew that we had already talked about that.
No, I didn't see that.
Another book closed.
He got his doctorate. He got his doctorate. He is Dr. Arliss Michaels. From this point on, everything is different. He is a doctor. It's Dr. Michaels to you, just like Dr. Henry Jones.
It's like he just went
Dr.
from
Michaels, Dr. Michaels
into a Jedi Knight.
That's right.
He's amazing.
Dr. Michaels, Dr. Michaels. Hold on to your potatoes, Dr. Michaels.
Wow.
That's a momentous moment to have gotten to see.
Now, guys, we
just saw the part where from this point on, there's not a lot of continuity on the show, but we have reached a point at the end of episode 4, The World at Your Feet, where Arliss Michaels is no longer just Arliss Michaels, super agent to the celebrity sports stars. He is Dr. Arliss Michaels.
Now, we should head right into episode 5 because we're a few minutes behind. So
I just need to finish the credits so we can see if they include the disclaimer that only one athlete was hurt in the making of this show. But otherwise, we will start the next episode immediately.
Great.
Well, should we just let it roll through with autoplay? Is that how we should do it?
Maybe we should just do that.
I've already clicked out, so.
Wow.
Well, okay.
All right. Well, you got to. Well, Watto, you and I are going to roll through.
Yes, and we'll tell you when it's autoplaying.
Hey, I'm rolling through as well.
We're rolling through. This is how we roll.
The message wasn't in there.
Wait, does it usually
what
say
did we say would happen if the message was ever not there?
I don't think we set out the goal. Wait, okay, we started.
Okay.
We started.
Zach, in season 1.
This episode 5, salary cap this, and there's an exclamation mark in the title. It's like the dead speak.
So season 1, the first half of the episode, Zach, had the disclaimer, no athletes were hurt in the making of this production. Then about halfway through the season, it changes to a new sneaky joke. Only one athlete was hurt in the making of this production, and he deserved it. And then we couldn't pause it because old Taskmaster Kotner was asking us to autoplay, but there was a new disclaimer that we might have to pause at a new episode. It was very
there was a new one in that last episode?
Yeah, but it was like a paragraph of text.
It was long.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like we were watching. It's like we were watching 2.5 Men.
Yes,
Here,
it was about.
I'm probably not going to stay for this whole episode, so I'm going to go back and find the disclaimer for you guys.
Okay, do it. Ooh, Zach Cherry, Succession. Zach Cherry, will you? Let's make this a stretch goal that you will perform the new disclaimer, and this is a big deal because every TV show is dying to get Zach Cherry on their show. And you're going to perform for charity the new Arliss disclaimer as an actor.
But if we get to what amount?
600.
Wait,
600.
I need to go get
558.
But I'll also say this,
we'll do both.
Zach, we are past 500, so you have to go get your sweatshirt.
Why don't you get my hoodie?
All right.
This is the goal.
And then,
right
and then
now,
hopefully we get to 600 by the time you got your hoodie.
I was going to say, so we're at 558 right now. He's going to get the hoodie for the 500 goal. And by the time he gets back, I hope we're at 600.
If
I
we're
hope
at
we're
600 by the time
for the
we get
museum
back,
for the museum of the moving image. Oh,
And
I
Zach,
hope we do. Yeah.
I put in the private chat the name of the man who donated to get us to 500, so you can say it.
Okay.
You can say his
Let me
name.
just find me. I'm gonna find it and pause it first. Then I'm gonna get the stinky hoodie. And I just want to be clear, it's stinky. It's stinky to the point that I didn't even want to wear it in my own home.
Hey, this live stream is not in smell-o-vision, okay? Only you will suffer from wearing this hoodie.
Yeah, I just want everyone to be fully aware of what's going on.
But it's for a good cause.
Guys, if 2 people donate $25 to get the Robert Wolf photo, we will be past 600.
2 wolf photos.
2 wolf photos. We are 2 wolf photos away from Zach Cherry, professional actor, prestige drama actor, and comedian Zach Cherry, performing
in HBO.
the new season 2 Arliss legal disclaimer.
Yes.
Oh, what a deal! That's a deal. That's a deal. That's a deal Arliss would be proud to have brokered.
Yes.
Hey, George, I'll say, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You remember a few months ago when someone leaked the first draft of the, whoa, there it is.
There it is. Oh my God, it's Darth Sidious. Darth Cherry.
And I just want to say thank you to Philip Bethel. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think we should Arliss it. I think we should Arliss it.
Let's Arliss Philip.
Let's Arliss that.
Now, I believe we
Arliss
have,
that.
Oh no, I think we gave him a Star Wars name a few weeks ago. Let's Arliss it though.
Let's Arliss them.
And Patrick, keep your eye on that that donation total.
Okay. I'll refresh that first.
Yeah.
Now, I do just want to say that I think you're going to be disappointed by this disclaimer.
I don't think so. It's impossible.
Not if you sell it. Not if you perform it like the actor I know you are.
Yeah, put a little stink on it.
Faster and more intense. I'll give you my pre-direction. Faster and more intense.
Faster and more intense. Okay.
Now, George, should he do it like one of his characters, or should he make a new character for it? What do we want?
Well, does anyone on the stream have a request for a particular Zach Cherry character? It could be Chicken Wing from HBO's Crashing.
Your favorite Cherry.
Your favorite Cherry. If anyone, first person to get in with a request in this stream for a classic Cherry character or a character.
We want you to cherry pick.
Cherry pick from the best of Cherry.
Cherry pick.
Someone says Toronto Raptors IMO, which maybe do a flip guy. Everyone's saying do a flip.
Do a flip guy. Okay. Oh, we've just gone, ladies and gentlemen, we have just gone up an octave. Maybe 2.
I will read it as do a flip guy.
Here it is.
Flip guy. But have we hit the goal yet?
We have not.
No, we haven't.
Never mind.
We haven't. So, but now we've sweetened the pot. You're going to get, this is a legitimate Marvel Universe character that we're going to do on the live stream here. I don't even know if we have the rights to this character. Let's just do this Arliss name. I'm sure Marvel wouldn't mind because this is for charity.
And George,
who makes more moving images these days than Marvel Studios? No one.
I just realized if we have the do a flip guy reading the disclaimer at the end of Arliss, we're officially making Arliss canon within the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yep. And we're also then combining it with the Monk universe.
Yes. Right.
We've already established that.
The possibilities are endless.
Ant-Man and the Monk.
Ant-Man and the Monk.
Now I'm just going to do the regular ones in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we got a B now.
A bow and arrow.
You want to do a bow and arrow instead of the 2
or 2 balls?
2 balls, or we could do the Bitcoin sign.
Oh, I like it.
Let's try the Bitcoin sign.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Wow.
And then,
perfect.
Can in parentheses next to the Bitcoin sign you put the magic 8-ball?
Yeah.
Sure.
There we go.
Perfect. And then that H Do we want the filing cabinet on those 2 H's?
Zach, what do you
Maybe
think?
filing cabinet. Maybe filing cabinet.
We've been doing filing cabinet, floppy disk, or glass of whiskey.
Oh, so you're developing like a legitimate language here.
Yeah.
This process is automated now, pretty much.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. Throw the filing cabinets in there.
Great. Let's start.
Yeah, last week when we were doing our list names, it was like we were discovering a universe. Now we're fully entrenched in that world, and we understand better the way it works.
We've essentially become McDonald's. We can guarantee you it's going to taste the same anywhere, anytime.
Guys, we're at 588.92.
One wool autographed headshot.
And you get Do a Flip guy from the Spider-Man movies.
Now let's
say to juice it a little more. I probably only have about 5 minutes left of.
So we are on the verge of losing this deal.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'll walk away from the table.
This deal's getting worse every minute.
Now I want to make something very clear. If it's the Do a Flip guy reading the disclaimer from the end of the episode, it doesn't mean that Arliss Michaels, the character, is canon as a real sports agent within the MCU.
No.
It means Arliss, the TV show,
Yes.
exists in the MCU.
Which means HBO exists in the Marvel Universe as a premium cable channel.
Absolutely.
Which has never been confirmed to the best of my knowledge.
This is another thing that LED Light is pointing out. Robert Wuhl made an appearance on the CW Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Which means that DC movies and TV shows are fake in the Marvel Universe. Like that, those are just comic books that kids read. Superman is just a cartoon character in the real world that Do a Flip guy exists in.
Between the '89 Batman film and the 2020 Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, Robert Wuhl will make the DC fictional universe canon as lies within the Marvel Cinematic Universe with one $25 donation.
I'm going to stay out of this one, guys.
All right. One donation to the Museum of the Moving Image in Queens, New York.
We did it. Carrie Snyder.
Harry Snyder.
Release the Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut.
Coming to HBO Max.
Oh, boy. Okay, are you ready?
All right.
I'm ready.
I'm going to be quiet.
Zach, whatever exercise you need to do, whatever you need to do to get into character as the Do a Flip guy.
I'm good.
Okay.
I was going to go put on the shoes, but I realized I gave them away.
You did. You gave them away at our Comic-Con.
Yeah. So here we go.
Okay.
Yo, Spider-Man! Listen up! The preceding show contains parodies including some of individuals, characters, creative works, products, and services. Nothing in our list is intended to convey or imply facts or as an endorsement or representation relating to those individuals, characters, creative works, or products and services.
Now, wait, Zach, you got to do the catchphrase.
Yo, Spider-Man, did you hear that?
That wasn't your catchphrase.
Come on. What?
Spider-Man, were you listening?
No, what does the Do a Flip guy say to Spider-Man, for God's sakes?
Hey, Spider-Man, and another one.
What? No! He's not DJ Khaled. He's the Do a Flip guy.
Hey, Spider-Man, do another one of those things you just did that I asked you about.
No.
What did you ask him about?
I'm afraid that's all the time we have for you today, Zach.
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't. I was trying to say it, but I kept getting like.
If it's not, you don't want it to be a joke. You know what I mean? You have to. It has to be the right moment. I appreciate that you didn't say it because I don't think he always says it.
No, because he has a.
I don't think Do a Flip guy always says it. He's more concerned. I think you're correct. Do a Flip guy, even though that's his name, he's actually more concerned with whether people are listening to him. He wants to be heard. So that's why really his catchphrase is, "Are you listening?
Yeah.
Did you hear me?"
Thank you for understanding that, George.
Do you think that's the only time you ask someone to do a flip?
The character?
Hey, you interpret it whatever you want.
I
know,
personally have never asked anyone to do a flip.
Wow.
What about the character?
I think I've asked someone to do a gainer.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what's that?
Isn't that like a twist and a flip?
Wow.
Like do a gainer off a diving board?
I've never heard of that.
Okay, I'll say the real catchphrase.
Yeah.
Hey, Spider-Man, do a gainer.
There we go.
All right, I have to go start making dinner.
Okay.
All
what
right.
are you gonna make? What are you gonna make?
I'm making a mango curry or something.
Where are you getting all this foods at?
Mango ginger curry.
You going grocery shopping like every day, Zach?
No, I get a delivery every so often.
Okay. All right.
Is that acceptable?
I don't know. The jury.
Wow. Am I meeting your standards of social distancing?
I think so, yeah. I mean, you have to remember, Watto's CGI, so he's invulnerable.
Wow, that is nice.
Yes.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right, bye, Zach. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Arliss, his desk is literally smoking right now.
I do love that Zach, in characters, the do a flip guy, addressed the Arliss disclaimer to Spider-Man directly. So Spider-Man has to know that Arliss exists.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not he watches it, there's no plausible deniability anymore for Spider-Man.
No. Spider-Man, he can't deny that he watches Arliss.
Which means Spider-Man, by proxy, knows that DC is a lie.
Now, it's kind of crazy that Sandra Oh has not been in an MCU movie.
Yes.
What do you think at this point?
The majority of the cast of Sideways has been in a Marvel movie, and it's weird that she has not been. Not necessarily MCU, but a Marvel movie.
Yeah,
but she also hasn't been in it. She hasn't been in a DC Universe movie either, has she?
I don't think so.
Patrick,
so she's a free agent.
Right. What you are saying is that 2 out of 4 principal actors above the title from the movie Sideways have appeared only in Sony's Spider-Man film.
Hang on one sec, because I believe I've had this conversation with people before.
You think Virginia Madsen is in a Marvel movie?
I believe Virginia Madsen is in. I thought she was in an episode of Jessica Jones, but maybe she's not. Someone else in. Hang on. Sorry, you guys can keep talking.
No, we're gonna wait.
No, we want to wait and hear what you have to say.
Oh, Jessica Hecht, who is in Sideways, is in Jessica Jones.
Oh, who plays the ex-wife? I think Giamatti's ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And MC Gainey, is MC Gainey in a Marvel?
MC Gainey is. Guys, we should get MC Gainey on this on here.
Yeah. Do a Gainey. Do a Gainey.
Do a Gainey.
Hey, Spider-Man. Hey, Patrick. Book a Gainey.
We should.
Do you think that who was in Jessica Jones?
Jessica Hecht.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. Your name's Jessica. Our show's name is Jessica. You're hired.
I think we want to get Virginia Madsen and Sandra Oh cast in a Sony Spider-Man adjacent film that does not connect to the Marvel Cinematic Universe at large. I think that is the new goal.
Sure.
That's a complicated goal. You want to uncouple the Sony Spider-Man universe from the Marvel Cinematic Universe just for that casting moment?
No, this is what I'm saying. Okay, Thomas Hayden Church is in the Raimi Maguire films, right? Not connected to MCU. Okay?
Right.
Then Paul Giamatti is in the Garfield Webb movies, not connected to MCU. Now, Tom Holland, his mainline Spider-Man films are connected to the MCU. I'm saying let's get Sandra Oh and Virginia Madsen in a Venom movie, in a Morbius movie, in a Madam Web movie, in a Werewolf by Night movie, in any of these sort of adjacent Spider-Man properties that Sony owns that they cannot legally directly connect to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Makes sense. It's a good goal.
Kirby's got a nice watch.
Kirby's a good man.
Kirby's a good man.
Kirby's a good man.
Kirby is a good man.
Kirby's a good man.
Ooh, look at this outfit.
Whoa.
Kirby's
green, black, and blue with blue collar.
Look at this.
That's a dynamite outfit.
Whole gang's together.
That's like someone would wear for a night on the town.
Yes.
On Naboo or in Coruscant.
You're right, Patrick. This might be the first time we've seen all four of them in the same shot.
I was trying to think of another time. I don't know.
It feels like we're finally sort of really tightening up the skeleton crew list.
Killing once and for all any theories that two of these characters might have been the same character pretending to be two people.
Absolutely not. They are clear. There's
no these are distinct individuals.
Amidala situation going on here.
Yeah. I mean, there could be that one of these people has a lookalike, and we haven't.
But what
seen those two together?
What it can't be is that one of these people is the lookalike for one of those other people.
Yes. Boatman can't be the Rita. Kirby can't be the Boatman.
And actually, maybe tweet that right now that Boatman cannot be a Rita.
And Rita cannot be a Boatman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What are we at stretch goal wise?
Stretch.
And should we
regular money wise?
Either.
What's our total right now?
We are at $613.18.
Oh.
George, you're sideways.
I know. That's in keeping with the theme of the our conversation.
Right. He's trying to get cast in the Morbius sequel.
Every now and then we try in trying to book Sandra Oh on this live stream, I will tilt my camera sideways as a tribute to her work in that film.
Make a quick Quibi.
Now, I'll say this. If people want to tweet at Sandra and tell her that they've been enjoying the live stream and would love to see her on here, it's not a bad idea.
How about it? It's not a bad idea because it is for charity. It's for good causes. We're trying to help people out. She wouldn't have to come by for long.
Yeah.
She could just come by and say hello.
Yeah.
Sandra, come say hello.
Patrick, all bits aside, I must ask. Do you have made any progress getting through to Sandra Oh?
There's an email out with her team right now. I have not heard back yet.
Okay, so with that, I will say, and I don't want to sound defeatist, I'm going to start to expect that we will never have another principal cast member of Arliss appear on this live stream. I don't want to be defeatist, but I'm assuming, as great as Bobby Wool is, we're never going to get another principal cast member from Arliss on the show.
I mean,
no one wants to be defeatist. Show them how funky, strong is your fight. Doesn't matter if you're wrong or you're right.
You can't sing this without putting the jacket back on.
I mean, I can't put the jacket on until we get to 1,000.
Okay.
We got to get to 1,000.
I'm just saying that no one wants to be defeatist.
Yeah.
Okay. Show them how funky, strong is your fight. Doesn't matter if you're wrong or right.
It's all true. I'm going to use the bathroom quickly. Why is Arliss speaking to someone who's in a cave, is trapped in a cave?
They thought
this
he got
very
trapped.
Empire.
They thought he got trapped in an avalanche, and they said his sports days are going to be over.
Oh.
But then they found out he's in a cave.
He's in a cave.
Right.
And it's sort of like when Vinny loses the movie, but then by the end of the episode gets the movie back. You know what I mean?
No, I wrote that episode. Why is there so much meat? Why do they have so many cuts of beef in this episode?
Because he has a black eye. She's trying to put it on his black eye.
But earlier, weren't they like grilling it or something?
They were grilling it earlier.
Maybe they got like a shipment of beef or something.
Okay, good. They signed up for Butcher Box. I'm going to go pee now.
Go pee. George, I'm going to order dinner, I think.
What are you going to order for dinner?
I had some glass noodles from a Thai place a few days ago, and I think I'm going to do it again. Pad Woon Sen is what it was called.
I think there's a chance that Watto might miss the end of this episode because we are barreling toward the conclusion.
So should we tell him what happened, or should we pause it? What do you want to do?
No, I want to keep going. This really does look like the cave, the Wampa Cave from Empire. This is very Hoth, very exciting. I think there could be some digital effect on that. I'm not sure that those snowflakes are practical snowflakes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
I don't know.
I think those might have been some kind of effect. I don't know what this would have been in 97. What could they have been doing?
I don't know.
Oh, this is very, very exciting conclusion. It's rare on this show that you ever see a character in a cave. It might be the only time it happens.
Yeah.
I hate that Watto is missing this.
What did I miss?
It's so exotic.
What did I miss?
He's still in the cave. We're still in the cave.
Oh,
and he wants to leave, but they want him to stay. And then we did a page wipe, and it's midnight. It's 12:01. It's just past midnight. Arliss has entered a domicile without permission. He bribed the maid, and they are asking what happened to his eye. He says, "Your husband slugged me earlier this evening."
Okay.
It's all coming together. This feels like this is going to be one of Arliss's more successful outcomes. He's leading with his chest here. He's very confident.
Yes.
And they're exchanging some salty language. But he's telling him that their much vaunted player is alive.
Salty language. Are they saying any of those words that Zach Cherry likes?
No, just some F words.
Okay.
Like free agent.
Oh, boy.
Free agent.
That's a 4-letter word for Arliss.
Yeah.
It's rare that you see Arliss this confident in the final minutes of an episode without a reversal in play.
Well,
I wonder whether they're going to hew to that structure, whether there is another turn about to occur.
A rug pull.
Nope, we're in with the voiceover.
Wow.
It looks like this might be a successful outcome for Arliss.
A rare win.
A rare win for Arliss.
Jimmy is playing for the West Bank team.
Yes.
That's a big get for them.
I still feel like something
could go wrong in the final few seconds of this episode.
Nope. You know what? Arliss, he
made the cover of Sports Illustrated with, I have to say, a fairly unflattering photo.
Very unflattering.
For the cover. I'm surprised that they went with that.
Yes.
It looked like there was a little bit of sort of like a
frostbite,
motion blur. Yeah.
Guys, I just Googled the player's name, Jimmy's, because I was trying to figure out what the actor's name was.
Yeah.
And I found an article from ESPN.com from April 23rd, 1999. All about this issue or this episode.
What's it saying?
Oh wow!
There's
want to read it?
Yeah, there's a transcript from a chat with Robert Wool.
What?
All right, let's hear it.
Come on.
You want me to read the whole thing?
Yeah, don't bogart the article.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
We'll start the new episode, and then I will read both the article and the interview for you guys.
Okay, get ready.
This is wonderful. This is exactly the kind of thing that I hoped would happen.
Watto.
Yeah.
Do you want to do something with the interview where like you read the question, I'll read the answer, or something like that?
No, what I want to do is try to read this disclaimer. Proceeding show. God damn it! The disclaimer is so fast. I can't read it.
So hard. Cherry was so good at being able to read that the way he did. It's impossible.
If anyone does be in that HBO, it's Zach Cherry.
Yeah,
he should be in the office. Put him in the office. Someone should do some fan art.
Oh yes, Photoshop Zach Cherry in the O of HBO.
We appreciate the fan art that people did for Arliss Babies, which is still an idea that is very much percolating as we get to know these characters' personalities a little bit better. We see what makes them tick. We're starting to we can extrapolate from these episodes what traits they might have had as little children.
Ledlight, she's asking for a clear shot of the banner pillow. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think if you Google it, you can probably find it, though. I don't know if you'll get a good shot on here.
This is a great shot.
Okay.
But the banner is back in the back behind me. And the banner differs slightly from the pillow.
Okay. Are we ready to start the next one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's, Watto, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
All right, and this episode is called Kirby Carlisle Troubleshooter. But the question is, did he shoot first or did Trouble?
Well, yes, and also there could be a play on words here because it's like, is he good at troubleshooting and solving an issue, or is he the man who shot Trouble, as you imply?
Okay,
yes.
So this interview, Watto, do you want to be a part of this or no?
No, I want you to read it entirely on your own, Patrick.
Okay.
Right, and we might contribute some analysis or insight to it.
Sure. April 22nd, 1999.
Hold on. The next time we do an opening credit, I'll sing the theme song.
Great.
Okay.
Next one.
April 22nd, 1999. Whoa.
So wait, this is the last month of human civilization before The Phantom Menace comes out. This is almost exactly 1 month before The Phantom Menace is released. So this is a very different time. People have to remember.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if he talks about it at all.
It's the end of the age of sequels.
Yes.
Yeah. Wool, anything goes. That's the title of the interview.
Wow.
That is what they sing at the opening of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. The musical number in Chinese, Anything Goes. My buddy Steve made that movie. I came up with the story for it. Now, and they start with Anything Goes.
Here's the thing.
Already, though, this interview is referencing George a lot because Anything Goes. Also, it's the month before Phantom comes out.
Is this Brett Cullen on screen right now?
I think so.
Also,
it's a special effect. I know that. I know that we're looking at a special effect.
Also from Lost.
Okay.
We got Brad Willem Henke and we got Brett Cullen so far.
Hey, enough with the Lost. A little more with the article reading.
Well, hang on, Watto. I don't want to be a jerk, but we did miss the 539.
God damn it. Okay. 6 minutes.
We got to do let's do the 539 now.
Yeah.
Just to explain for people to understand, I made a TV show. I gave it to Disney when I sold them my Star Wars. 39 pristine animated episodes of digital comedy. Star Wars Detours. It's everything you love about Star Wars, except it's animated and it's hilarious from start to finish. And I said to Disney, here, take these as well. Do what you will with them. Thinking the House of Mouse, they love nothing more than releasing a cartoon.
You said
they've been doing this since the 1920s.
Yes.
Never in nearly a century of Disney having ownership of cartoons did they ever say, well, let's take this cartoon and put it on the shelf and keep it there. That's not that they never did that to Mickey Mouse cartoons. They never did that to Donald Duck cartoons, to Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck. These were all taken off the shelf and released to the world. It's Star Wars Detours.
On the
first time in history that Disney decided, let's not show the cartoons to people. Let's keep them in a cupboard.
You make an incredible point, George, which is for nearly a century, for nearly 100 straight years, Disney's main business practice has been, we release cartoons.
We release cartoons. If we have a cartoon, guess what we do? What do we do with it? What do we do with the cartoon? We release
the cartoon. And for the first time ever, they're bogarting that animation.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had given Star Wars Detours to Kentucky Fried Chicken, to KFC,
right?
It would be on me if they didn't release cartoons, because KFC could quite reasonably say, what did you expect? We sell chicken. We don't release cartoons.
This is not our business practice.
Yeah. If I had given Star Wars Detours to, say, Merrill Lynch, and they didn't release them, they would be fully within their rights to say, you shouldn't have given us those cartoons. We've never released a cartoon and we never will. I gave my cartoons to Disney, thinking the one thing that you can count on Disney to do with a cartoon is to release it. Well, guess what they didn't do?
It is wild because arguably no one has ever had a better track record at releasing cartoons than Disney.
Yes.
Both in terms of how successful those cartoons were and also how
much they released them. How much they released them.
So much.
Okay, guys, did we tell everyone to tweet? Because I want to read this interview. I'm itching.
At Disney Plus, #May Detours be with you. Tell them to release the tunes.
39 episodes. #release the 39. That's also a good one. Yes. Just beg them. Tell them I am trapped inside my house.
Yes.
Tell them it's okay to tell a little white lie. Tell them I have COVID-19 and I am going to go outside if you don't release Star Wars Z-Tours. Just tell Disney Plus, what should I do? Should I stay inside and watch Star Wars Z-Tours on Disney Plus, or should I go outside and try to hug as many people as I can?
And cough on them. Tell one.
The ball is in your court, Disney Plus. What should I do?
And tell another little white lie. Tell them that you reached the end of Netflix, because that's a very funny joke. I laugh every time I reached the end of Netflix. What am I supposed to do now? I reached the end of Netflix.
Yes.
Okay, Patrick.
Are we ready? Are we ready, Patrick, for the interview?
Yeah. So the interview is from April 22nd, 1999. It's called Wool, Anything Goes. Sports agents may be parasites, but parasites can have their value, said Robert Wool.
Parasite just won Best Picture.
Yep. Said Robert Wool, producer and star of HBO.
I'm sorry, I have to pause you for a second. Parasite won Best Picture, and George was twice nominated for Best Picture. So once again, that's another reference to George. That's 3. Go on.
Another Star Wars reference.
Yes.
Producer and star of HBO's R-List comedy series. In a chat session with ESPN.com, users, as part of an Outside the Lines series on changing worlds of agents, the creator of the popular Sunday night show touched on a range of topics while driving to work, talking on his cell phone and checking the morning newspaper to see how his rotisserie league players fared the night before. This man can multitask, obviously. If you missed the April 22nd chat session, here's an edited transcript. Moderator. Robert is here now, bleary-eyed from a late-night flight that took him from New York to Los Angeles, so start firing off your questions. Let's have fun. Miles Davis. I assume it's not the same Miles Davis.
Wow. No, let's not make that assumption. Jazz legend Miles Davis was the first one in this forum. He was ready with his question years after his passing. A force ghost, Miles Davis.
He was standing in the aisle before.
He was kind of blue, like a force ghost.
Yes.
Miles Davis, kind of blue.
Yes.
Everyone knows that when in Star Wars, force ghosts are a Miles Davis reference because they're kind of blue.
They're kind of blue.
Miles Davis asks, what can we expect in the upcoming season? Any new themes, characters? Robert Wool. There might be a new character added. You'll see themes. Oh no, guys, my dinner's here. I have to take this. I'll be back in a second.
Is this still part of the interview? Is that what Wool said in the forum?
I don't know. I'm very confused now. This is very inconsistent storytelling. Very unclear.
Here's one thing you can't do, okay? Here's one thing you cannot do.
What?
You can't start telling a story and then stop and take a break and then just come back whenever you want with the next part of the story.
Right. I mean, what? This guy wants to start telling a story.
This guy wants to start telling a story.
16 years? Come back and pick up like no time passed?
No.
No.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. 16 years. Where did Patrick get off? 16 years. Unbelievable.
Oh. Now, Arliss is playing golf.
He is.
In his office.
He is.
And Sandra Oh has yet another striking. Now, what color would you say that is? Is that pink? It almost is pink with a little tint of. I got a little tint of something there, like almost a little tint of orange.
I was going to
that pink.
I feel like it's like a ripe peach. You know what I'm saying?
Or a grapefruit, like a pink grapefruit.
Oh, it might be grapefruit. I would say it's grapefruit colored. It looks like a grapefruit rancher. And it's got this very, very pronounced black trim. You notice that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's a great look. And Arliss has a golf ball cleaner in his office for when he plays golf in his office, as if the balls were getting dirty on his carpet.
Mm-hmm. And he's talking about the golf gods.
He's telling them that they can go suck his dick. The thing that Arliss just said is tell the golf gods to suck my dick. With that kind of language, I would think we're in an episode about a tennis player, you know?
Yes. Are the golf gods tennis players? Is that what we just learned?
Maybe.
And now here's Kirby, and of course this is Kirby. This is Kirby's episode. He's the hero of this.
Yes.
And once again, he just threw a man up against the wall and said, "I don't have any effing money."
No.
This is a very Han Solo hallway scene.
Very
this
much.
is like in Empire, the way that Han walks around those hallways looking for the next person to talk to.
He's almost in kind of a Han Solo color palette here, because he's got the brown shirt, like Han's famous brown vest, and then he's got blue jeans on, like Han's famous blue pants.
Yes, and he's got almost a very sort of like 70s wave to that. It's not quite a Han, it's almost a Hamill.
This episode is full on homage, though. We have to agree. Everything about this episode screams Star Wars.
Absolutely. Oh, yes. Likely story, Naptrick.
16 hours passing by as if it's nothing.
All right, let me finish reading this.
All right. All right, so you're finally going to continue your saga now. Yeah. Another episode of your saga.
Robert Wool.
16 years later.
So Miles Davis is asking Robert Wool a question.
And let's make it clear. It's Miles Davis's Force ghost, and we know your ghost is the age you were when you lost your virginity. With a guy like Miles Davis, I'm assuming this ghost is like probably 15 or 16. He seemed like an early bloomer, right?
Yes. An early kind of bloomer.
Yeah. There might be a new character added. You'll see themes that deal with child athletes, health issues, the Christian Coalition, Arliss's ego, as usual, how far owners will go to sign a client, Rita's falling in love with the wrong people, Kirby's holding on to his ex-athlete celebrity status vis-a-vis his car wash. We're doing a Marge Schott type of character, a Garth Brooks type of character.
Wow.
An entertainer who tries out for a team, in other words.
Wow.
Yeah, they're doing a lot. And then Patchy asks, do Jonathan Silverman and Beverly Johnson really play Roto as they did in an Arliss episode? That's a good question. Robert says, I don't know what Beverly and Jonathan do. Jonathan happens to be a terrific baseball player, though. He's in all these celebrity games. Beverly, I don't know. Beverly looks good in a dress.
Hey, Jonathan's a great baseball player? Patrick, did he say that Jonathan Silverman is a great baseball player?
He plays in a lot of charity games, yeah.
Okay, well, wait. Allow me to make this joke.
Yeah, sure.
Patrick, did you say that Jonathan Silverman is a great baseball player? Sounds to me he's less like the single guy and more like the on-base doubles guy.
We are celebrating the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
I will point out that Arliss has just thrown his back out.
Ben and Atlanta.
Clearly a reference.
And Ben, what episode is this? 5?
This is 6.
Oh well, then
episode 6.
It doesn't.
Episode 6. And Empire almost sounds like umpire.
It does.
That's a commonly made joke. People love to make Empire Strikes Back jokes, but change Empire to umpire.
Right, the Empire Strikes Back. Even though that doesn't totally line up.
Still very funny though. Very funny though.
Ben in Atlanta wants to know, after playing the role of a sports agent, do you have any more or less respect? Robert says, more. You have to. Agents, I have respect for anyone who does a job well, any profession. An agent by nature is a parasitic profession because they take a percentage of what a person makes. However, if he does a good job of selling his client and deals well with the psyches of young, insecure people, I have great respect for him.
I have to pause. We just saw Robert Wool's bottom, and it was covered partly by a towel, but I think you could go back and redo this one and have hair.
Yes.
Like a towel made of hair that covers his entire bottom.
Yes, I would say
Splash on Disney Plus.
This episode is very close to being appropriate for Disney Plus, as long as there was a little extra hair.
A quick fix. It's a quick fix.
Very quick.
D. Blair asks, how does a relationship start? Does the agent come to the athlete, or does the athlete come to the agent?
Great question.
Robert says, I'm a fictional character, but I've never met an agent who admits he recruits. To hear an agent tell it, the athletes come to them by referrals. You believe that if you will.
Hey,
oh, my God.
Patrick.
No. Yeah, sure.
The time code on the screen behind you has gone down. Someone's asking if we can get that back up.
There you go. You guys are going to love this. Guess who's back for another question?
Miles
Davis.
Miles Davis. He said,
it's starting to feel like we're listening to Here's the Thing with Alec Baldwin from WNYC.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
So, has there ever been a plot line that the producers canceled because it was just too risque or too outlandish? Almost anything goes in the sports world, so I'd imagine it would be hard to come up with something that doesn't have any attachment to reality.
Oh, I mean, and talk about Arliss being ahead of its time. He was worried about getting canceled decades before.
That's true.
That became to successful white men everywhere.
Robert says, no, there hasn't been. We've dealt with a lot of issues. We're dealing with religion. We're dealing with spousal abuse this year, cancer too. We've dealt with abortion. That's the great thing about HBO. I can take unpopular stances on issues.
Which season is this right before? This is before season
2, right? Is this before this season premieres?
No, this is 1999. This is April 22nd, 99.
Oh, geez, so
right. Because I don't believe we've dealt with abortion yet.
Season 4, maybe.
Mark Adams asks, it's sort of a question, sort of not. You have to hook me up with that fine secretary of yours on the show. Can you do that for me?
Wow.
Robert says, now would be a good time. She just broke up with her boyfriend. Arliss might have hooked you up, but Robert cannot. James wants to know, of all the athletes that you have worked with on the set, who did you like to work with the most, and who would you like to work with in the future? Robert says, I loved working with Katarina Witt because I was in bed with her, but Roger Clemens is always great. He's in our first show this year. Barry Bonds was good. Cheryl Miller was terrific. Billie Jean King was okay. Alexi Lawless was great. Peekaboo Street was good. Al Bernstein and Jim Lampley, too. Oscar de la Hoya. Tanya Harding will be on the first show. Kenny Mayne is a very funny man. I'd love to have him on. Oh, my gosh. And now someone's asking a question, and their name is Arliss Faithful. Robert, how much fun is it to play a sports agent? Robert, it's a great
question.
It's a great deal of fun. What's fun is the amount of creative freedom I have. It's not TV, it's HBO. There are no advertisers, so I can piss off anybody. I don't have to worry about language, nudity, etc. It's like doing an independent film each week. There are very few restrictions.
Yeah.
I have to pause you for a second because Arliss is hallucinating and he thinks that Michael Boatman is the golf god that was referenced earlier in the episode.
Sure.
This is something we haven't seen before. There's visual effects to represent his hallucination.
Wow.
And it very much felt like a big moment for Arliss.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder whether he'll ever find out that the golf gods aren't real. Now continue, Patrick.
Yeah. Chad Langworthy says, I know you're a huge baseball fan, as I have seen you at a Twins game in Minnesota. Anyone who has seen
it's a big assumption. He could have just been at one game.
Yeah. Anyone who has seen
Well,
Chad follows up. Anyone who has seen at the Metrodome must be a huge fan. Can you tell me who your baseball idols were growing up and what teams you follow now? Also, are there really any words to the song Lawrence of Arabia? Robert Wool.
I'm sorry. I need to pause this. What is the name of this man asking the question?
Chad Langworthy.
And Chad Langworthy seems to be absolutely certain that Bobby must be a big fan because he saw him at an arena one time.
Yeah.
Well, the last time I checked, only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Darth Chad. Mm-hmm.
Yippee.
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 Yeah.
Yippee.
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 Okay, go on reading the article.
Okay, great.
Enough.
I was trying to look up where Chad Langworthy is today. Robert says there are no words to that song.
I assume he's at the same stadium that he saw Robert Wool at.
Yeah.
Because he was there once, so he must be there always.
Yes, I'll make that extrapolation.
Growing up, I was a Yankees fan and a huge Roger Maris fan. Loved the Orioles and Frank Robinson, who was the most underrated player in history. Loved Harmon Killebrew. Now I follow the Yankees. I have so many friends now in the game that I root for my friends to do well. I like to see the hometown teams in Los Angeles and New York teams do well. I just root for my friends mostly, moderator, and the players on your rotisserie team, Robert. Yes, of course. Mark in Dallas. What was your favorite episode and why? Robert Wolf. Good question. I have a few favorites. From the first year, the Mickey Mantle-esque character, who is an alcoholic and an idol of mine, I tried to get him work and sold his sperm on the Home Shopping Channel. That's the finale of last year.
That's the finale.
Good episode.
Yeah. I like the rotisserie episode a lot, too. From the second year, I like the one. Oh, I mean, do we want to spoil these?
No spoilers.
No, okay, I'm going to skip these. I'm going to skip these next two.
Spoilers.
Workday asked, what's your personal
I hate
opinion?
that you know it now.
Yeah, that sucks, actually,
Yeah.
Patrick. I wish you hadn't done this.
Sorry, Patrick. I wish
fine.
I wish you hadn't done this, Patrick.
It's fine.
I wish you had not done this, Patrick.
Patrick, I wish you had not done this.
I wish you hadn't done this, Patrick. Patrick, I wish you
Patrick, I wish you hadn't done this.
I wish you hadn't done this, Patrick.
Patrick, I wish you hadn't done this.
Patrick, I wish you hadn't done this.
Patrick, I wish you hadn't done this.
Patrick, if I had one wish, it would be.
Patrick,
had
they grant me this one wish, golf gods.
Oh dear.
The golf gods would grant me this one wish.
Your golf
that
gods.
you had not done this.
Please bless me with a wish. It is not for me, it is for a friend. Producer Naptrick. Please make it so he has not done this.
Please. Have this be one of Patrick's many dreams that he wakes up from and it is not true. Naptrick catnap.
Golf gods, I know. We all know
Oh,
that Patrick loves sleeping, that he dreams 24 hours a day.
I don't know who else has all of these banners.
Those dreams do not become reality. But of you, make this one true.
Let me finish this. Workday wants to know, what is your professional opinion of greed in today's athletes? Robert says, it's no different than the greed of anywhere else. It's like two people who are offered two jobs with the money being vastly different. They probably do the same thing, and some athletes don't always take the most money. Camentini took less money. Maddox took less money to stay in Atlanta. It's not a blanket thing.
Rod
says, okay, here goes. Prize fight, main event, Arliss versus Jerry Maguire. Who wins and in what round? Now let's make predictions first before I read it. George, Arliss versus Jerry Maguire.
Arliss wins in the first round, but then it backfires at the end. Jerry Maguire wins in the end, but Arliss thinks he's winning until the very end, and then it all falls apart. That's because Jerry Maguire's arc is that he fails first, and then succeeds later.
Yeah.
Arliss's arc is that he succeeds first, and then it all falls apart at the end.
Okay, can I make the opposite bet? My bet is that Bobby guesses that Arliss would win, because Jerry Maguire would get all sappy at the end, or something like that.
I think it's a dumb question because they're two fictional characters, but like Jerry would get the girl, but Arliss would get the laughs. That's my guess.
All right.
Let's see what Robert says. Hang on. Robert, they're two fictional characters. He gets the girl, I get laughs. Oh, look at that. Oh.
No, this does not feel fair.
Great guess.
This feels like you had some insider trade.
No, it was a good guess.
It's not a good guess. It's a bad guess.
Rod has another question. Robert, you seem to have a natural proclivity for playing sports-oriented roles. Are you a frustrated former athlete, or are you just a sports nut? Robert, I played some mostly intramurals, but I like sports, especially baseball, and I enjoy athletes. It's a great skill, a great competitiveness they have. For Bull Durham, it was strictly an audition with director Ron Shelton. Then he wrote the character for me in Cobb. Arliss, I've written myself. I guess sports is something I know about. Workday wants to know, who is the biggest problem getting on your show? Robert, there have certainly been people I'd love to have on the show. Michael Jordan, Martina Navratilova, Muhammad Ali. But it has a lot to do with availability. Thanks for questions. Have a good day.
Wow.
I'll say this. If we had had Ty Cobb on this live stream instead of Zach Cherry, he would not have hesitated to deliver us his list of favorite slurs.
Do you want me to get the president's lawyer, Ty Cobb, on the stream?
I would love that.
Yes.
Can we get William Barr on this live stream?
Yes, let's get William Barr, Boss Nass himself, on this live stream.
I want you to tweet at the White House on Twitter and tweet them, give us Will. And then hashtag raise the bar.
Hashtag Free Willy.
Free Willy, hashtag raise the bar with 2 R's.
What is he Secretary of State? Is that what Barr is?
Yeah.
We could try to call the office.
Let's do it.
Let me get my phone.
Great.
We haven't tried calling THX in a while.
No.
Should we try?
Yes.
Sure.
What do we want to ask them?
I don't remember.
If someone remembers what we want to ask THX, please put in the comments.
63. Okay, the number is 202-727-6306. We will call them right now.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the...
Oh, I dialed it wrong.
Oh, of course.
727-6306.
This one ended with Arliss crying out in pain.
For the District of Columbia. If you wish to speak with our office or a member of our staff, please press 1 now.
Should we leave a message?
Yes.
Why don't you leave the message?
I'll do it. Oh, Watto can do it?
Yeah. There's a Marvel stinger at the end of this episode.
Sorry, OZA 202-727-6306 is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, hello, this is Watto, the Toydarian from Tatooine, calling for William Barr, asking you to please tweet at Disney Plus, hashtag may detours be with you. There are 39 fully produced, self-funded episodes of an animated series called Star Wars Detours. This is not a joke. I know this sounds improbable, but George Lucas, retired filmmaker George Lucas, fully financed 39 episodes of a TV series that is like Star Wars, but it's funny. And Disney has just left it on a shelf. And this is a difficult time, as no one knows better than you. People are reaching the end of Netflix and they need more content. So please tweet at Disney Plus, hashtag may detours be with you. And also, come on the George Lucas Talk Show live stream. We're watching Arliss every Sunday to raise money for good causes. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day. I love you. Once again, this is your dear friend, Watto.
Great. Thank you, Watto.
Great.
We should. Oh no, we got a few minutes. Let's hang out for a few minutes.
We have 4 minutes. We can take a moment to reflect. We're 6 episodes in. We're in the final. We have 7, 8, 9, 10. We're the final 4. May the 4 be with us. And how are we feeling about it definitely feels like the whole gang is getting more active this season in the hijinks.
Yeah.
We haven't had anything as literally earth-shaking as the earthquake from the end of season 1. But it feels like we might be heading towards something even bigger when we get toward the finale. That's my feeling.
Now, I have some bad news for everyone.
All right.
Okay. I'm looking at the comments and realizing we have made a grave error. Mike Pompeo is Secretary of State. William Barr is Attorney General. So we just left that message for Mike Pompeo. So I want to say that at the end of the next episode, we need to call William Barr's office and leave a message for Mike Pompeo. We need to flip it so they can exchange voices.
Yeah, they'll catch each other up.
Yeah,
I can imagine them having a delightful moment where they both reveal that they got the other person's message from Watto.
Yes, we will do that at the end of the next episode.
I have the phone number, so we're good whenever.
Great.
What are we at donation wise for the Museum of the Moving Image?
We were at $643.18.
Folks,
$643.
Let's put that jacket back on.
the jacket comes back on once we get to 1,000, but I start to inflate BB-8 at 888.88.
Right.
And
once
guys,
we bring those 8s,
inflate the 8s.
You donate $25 and you get a signed photo of Robert Wolf from Robert himself. And here's another thing. You might have already donated and you're like, I've already given $25. I gave $25 last week. I already got a photo.
Yeah.
You can send it to somebody else.
Yes.
If you mail us a different address, we will send it to somebody else. It can be a Christmas gift. It can be a birthday gift. This is cheaper than getting a Cameo, guys.
I want to say this too. A national strike that global crisis like the one we are living through at this moment exposes the sham of the economy that we have all agreed to, one based in fiat currencies, paper, money that has no value itself inherent to the material it was printed on. So when society collapses entirely, what is still going to have value in this world? Seeds.
What do we value?
Gold.
What do we value?
I'll also say this.
$25 will get you a Robert Will headshot, which will always appreciate in value.
And we do send photographs outside the U.S., and if you donate at least $25 right now, I will guarantee the next person to donate at least $25 gets an Arliss name. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Next one.
The next one gets an Arliss name, and it's going to be a great one.
Is it time to start the
I can feel it. Now we're at 5:15. Is it time? Is it time?
We should start. Let me
This one's called The Real Thing.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Now here's another idea, okay?
Yeah.
I'm seeing people suggest this in the comments. If you have already donated $25 in a past live stream and have already received or are going to soon receive your Wool headshot in the mail, you can donate $25 and we will send that headshot to William
Barr
or Mike Pompeo. Your choice.
Yeah. I think that's great. I don't know what it is that makes me love you, so I only know I never want to let you go, 'cause you started something. Oh, can't you see that ever since we met you had a hold on me? It happens to be true. I only want to be with you. I just want to be beside you everywhere. As long as we're together, honey, I don't care. 'Cause you started something. Oh, can't you see that ever since we met you had a hold on me? No matter what you do, unconditional, I only want to be with you. Arliss. This is called The Real Thing.
Okay.
Which feels like a title full of portent. I remember when we came across the episode Crossing the Line.
Yes.
We thought, well, what line? Who will cross the line? Where is the line? What is it? Almost immediately we learned that it was Arliss who would be crossing the line. The line was propriety. It was proper behavior, protocol, as C-3PO might call it. So
now,
what is the real thing? What is the real thing in this episode?
Guys, we got 2 donations. We're now at $693.18.
Fantastic.
Okay.
One person donated 25. One person donated 20. The 20
didn't want the photo.
The 20 came
didn't want the photo.
You didn't want the photo, not getting the Arliss name.
Wow.
Oh, they so didn't want an Arliss name that it was worth $5 to them to not have the Arliss name.
Wow.
I hope you spend that $5 well. He who shall not be Arliss named, or she, or they.
You want to know?
Yes.
What?
I believe it is a she. As far as context clues can tell me, it is a she.
Are you going to give us the name of the person we do have to give an Arliss name?
I am. I'm putting it in the doc right now.
Larry King is currently on screen.
It is not Larry King.
Okay.
Come
on.
How about what kind of name should we give? It's not an Arliss name, but for the person who did the $20.
I see.
I don't know. It's a fun name, so.
Well, let's deal with this name first.
Yeah.
Let's do this one first.
Wait, they just sent another 5 to bump it up.
Okay. Well, you're getting an name as well. We're giving it to both.
No, I think. Oh, we're giving it to both. All right, we'll give it to both.
I think we give it to both. I think it's a photo finish.
Okay, I was going to take it away from Lori, but okay.
No. The name's already up. Okay, so let's replace that C with a copyright C, right? Or should it
not
should it be
a
a
cent.
I think it should be a cent. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cent.
Yes, give us a cent.
We're gonna do this second one.
Yeah, that's a better one. That's a better one.
I think that's a more fun.
Tilted.
Lucas Sterling of Lucasware, the official internet provider of the Manville 500/500. So there's a little Lucas homage. Lucas Sterling of Lucasware.
Wow.
That feels like it's a thinly veiled Lucas Arts reference.
Absolutely.
I want to see who plays Lucas Sterling.
Okay, let's use the austral sign for the A.
Mm-hmm.
And let's use a tennis ball for the O.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put an L after that R, and then $2 signs after that. Yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What other symbols do we have here? What the L? The L. What the L?
What the L?
E. Oh, the E should. The two E should be euros.
Yeah, and I think should the L be a pound?
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys, do you ever think we go too far with some of these?
No, absolutely not. Don't forget the other E in between D and P.
Sometimes I think sometimes I worry the opposite, that we don't go far enough.
Okay.
The other E.
I'm getting it. I had to get it back.
Can we put the dong for that D?
Sure.
The dong.
We haven't used a dong sign yet.
Yeah.
Now, there's also the Naira for the end.
Yeah. Yes. 2 Nairas.
Wait, and scroll down to the peso symbol. Yes, let's use a peso sign for the P.
Yeah. Now, R is the one that's killing us.
Oh, because the R is really bumping for me.
Now, there is a ruble, but it's not an R.
Yeah.
There's also this. There's also this.
What about the rupee symbol?
Where is that?
It's above the yuan and below the peseta. Second column, 2 down.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's do rupee.
Let's do rupee.
I wish we could change that small S to a dollar sign, though.
Wait, what symbol are we using right now?
The rupee.
Rupee.
What small S?
Rupee.
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 Well, there you go. Lori-Ann DePace.
And it rolls off the tongue.
Look at that.
Look at that.
We'll copy that in there.
There we go.
We'll make this a banner.
The name that we have a name of a charity in world on RLS called the Dan the Man Tater Tykes Charity.
Should next week's live stream be a fundraiser for the Dan the Man Tater Tykes?
I don't know if we've reached the point in these where we would start giving to fictional in-world charities of RLS, but we might be there. We might be there
soon enough.
If anyone has good suggestions for other charities, they should send this in. Send it to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the chat, or feel free to email it.
Yes.
Because we've got some ideas, but if anyone has good ones,
please, no scams, please. Don't try to do your scams on us.
Yeah, no scams.
Your tricks don't.
That's
work.
our one request. No scams.
One request, please. No scams. 1 second request, please. Make Patrick's dream come true.
What was my dream again?
That you never read the Artlist article.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, we got this.
Can we make that S into $2 signs and put an Arla in front of it?
Yeah.
We got to make those euros. Got to get those euros in there.
Want to get those euros in there, unquestionably, and I feel like replace the K with. Does the golfer kind of work? The dancer kind of works. A few of them almost look like K's.
Well, the golfer was an R, wasn't it?
I know, but we can play a little. We can change the rules, right?
Yeah.
They're meant to be broken.
Oh, we should change the C to a cent.
Yes.
H, what do we want? I think we want this guy.
I think, yes, it's Centauri whiskey time, I think.
What else? N, we want to make it the Naira.
Yeah. And the M.
And then make the M as the mill sign.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the I, obviously, both of those I's should be the golf flag.
Yeah.
And
if we ever get to Robert again, we should ask him why he didn't make the I in Arliss a golf flag.
We should ask him that. Who knows?
Put an R after that A in the first name.
Yeah, sure.
And then put an L-I and then $2 signs.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then make the I there also a golf flag.
Yeah, a golf. Yeah.
This is a really good Arliss name. I don't think we put Arliss in the name twice before.
No, this one's special.
We don't do this a lot. We're not going to do this on all of them.
I don't know if that's true. Oh, there's this one. Noi. Who was that? That was a friend of Watto's, wasn't it?
That was Abigail originally, but now we're really putting the name up.
There's also this one, I think. Oh no, maybe not.
No, it's not quite the same.
Yeah.
Because that one's got filing cabinets in it.
That one was for Les Moonves, disgraced former chair of CBS.
Okay, I think that's good, right?
I think. Well,
I think it's great.
Oh wait, we could change the F to a Frank.
Yeah,
they're gonna want to do that.
Okay.
This is the most heated scene between Boatman and Kirby that we've had yet.
Now, why do you call him Boatman but him Kirby?
Because there's never been a better name than Boatman.
It's such a good name. It's so much fun to say.
You're welcome.
Yeah, like his character on The Good Fight and The Good Wife, I call Julius Boatman because that's a perfect name.
Sure. What is his real name on The Good Wife?
Julius.
Oh, okay. What's his last name though?
I can't remember because I call him Julius Boatman.
Guys, we have passed $700. We're at $718.18.
I think we need to set some more immediate goals because 1,000 is too far off. People feel
it's very far off. We might not make it.
We should do an 800 goal.
Okay. Well, 888 is inflated.
888 is inflate the BB-8.
But we need something to get to 800 first.
What are some things people want? People who are in the live, Julius Kane. That's right, Julius Kane.
Yes. If anyone in the chat has a suggestion,
if you have wishes, this is part of we're trying to make dreams come true. Ooh, I have a thing that we should try to make happen, and I can't believe we haven't mentioned it before.
What?
If you don't follow Patrick Kotnar on Twitter, he has a long-standing goal to try to have more followers than the canceled NBC sitcom 1600 Penn. And he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah.
So PATRICK COTNOIR
Yeah.
Patrick Cotton Noir on Twitter. If you don't follow him, not only would it be great for you to follow him, if you could retweet his pinned tweet about following him, and have some sort of, if there are people that you can think of that are influencers, people who are maybe a famous person who you think might retweet it. We were trying to get any of the cast members of 1600 Pen to retweet it. Why are we on this screenshot?
Look at that though. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I almost didn't see it.
I'll say this, guys. Look at this. Hang on. This was not the only one that came in.
Oh boy. Can I say something kind of mind-boggling?
Yeah.
What?
So you, Patrick, still have less followers than 1600 Pen, a show that was canceled
after 13 episodes, but
also almost as long ago as Detours was shelved.
That's a good point.
Detours shelved 2012, 1600 Pen canceled 2013.
So if there's anyone you know who has any influence on social media that you can try to get Patrick more followers, we'd really like to up those numbers.
Yeah,
I know we can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, someone is saying at 800, Watto puts on a safety mask on his face and nose.
Oh, gladly. Are you kidding
Gladly.
me?
We can make that happen because that's the responsible thing to do. That's being a good influence.
I think this is a good one. $1,600. We watch 1600 Pen.
Yeah, not this week, but
no. But here's what we can do: if we raise $1,600 today, we will break up the episodes of 1600 Pen after each season of Arliss.
That's right.
How many episodes are there?
I think it's 13.
Yeah.
But we could also just do 1600 Pen as its own live stream day.
Yeah, we do that in one day.
Yeah, we can do that.
That would be my vote. I want to live.
But we have to get to 1600
today. Much like last week, we blew past our potential to do a CSI Miami live stream. That's gone. But now you have a new opportunity.
And it's reachable.
Very.
We're more than halfway there.
So, so what is it? $800. Watto puts a condom on his nose and a Forky face mask over his mouth.
Yeah.
$888. George blows up BB-8. At $888, we inflate the 8. At $1,000, he puts the jacket back on. At $1,100, he takes the jacket off. At $1,600, we commit to an 8th week of live streams. If we watch all of 1600 Pen, those are our stretch goals.
I'll say this: there are two ways you can help Patrick reach his number of followers for 1600 Pen. You can either encourage people to follow Patrick, or contact people who already follow 1600 Pen on Twitter and consider them to ask them to unfollow it because the show is canceled.
And they will follow me. If they want to follow me, they can.
I bet that's secondary. I like the latter approach.
Yeah, sure.
I want people to click on the 1600 Pen Twitter account, find the people who are still following it, and directly tweet at them, tell them to unfollow.
Guys, we've gotten to $763.18.
Wow.
And you can also just tweet. You can quote tweet 1600 Pen, one of their tweets, and say, "Do you still follow this canceled show? Please unfollow it now."
Yes. Right. It's at NBC 1600 Pen. Their last tweet from August 8th, 2013, but yet 5,472 people are still following.
They probably don't realize.
It's an innocent mistake because it's not like they're seeing lots of post-cancellation tweets.
Right.
No one is managing that account anymore. I guarantee you.
No. So just tweet at the people still following, including at Michael Scott _1, a parody account for office memes, quotes, and more.
The first one to get that. The first parody account. Put a number 1 in it. I'm the first one there.
Yes. Now this account, I'm looking at another current follower of the 1600 Pen Twitter account. This one in the bio says they are 14 years old. And 1600 Pen was canceled 7 years ago. So this means this is someone who joined Twitter at the ripe age of 7. 1610.
The same number of seasons as Arliss currently has.
One full run of Arliss ago, they followed the 1600 pen. Half of their life, they have been waiting for a new tweet from the 1600 pen Twitter account. Literally 50% of their lifespan has been spent refreshing the 1600 pen Twitter account.
Likewise, you can also tweet at 1600 pen. Tell them, tweet something. We encourage you to tweet at 1600 pen. Please tweet something, anything.
Tweet anything for the love of God.
Yeah. There was a tweet yesterday. Hang on, let me find it.
We've tweeted. Someone said Josh Gad would help with this goal. We have tweeted at Josh Gad to try to get him to contribute to this.
Friends, yeah. Now, I just retweeted a tweet that someone very nicely sent yesterday asking most of the cast of 1600 Pen to retweet it and help out. I just tweeted it. So if you either want to retweet or reply to it just to get their attention, that's a good way to do it too.
That's a great one.
And that was Josh Gad, John Lovett, Jenna Elfman, Robbie Amell, Bruce Campbell, and co-creator and director Jason Weiner.
Bruce Campbell was a regular cast member on 16.
One episode, baby. One episode.
Oh, well, then that doesn't really feel like he should be included in that tweet.
Did he get paid?
Yeah, well, but are they listing every one episode guest star? What are the qualifications for
Bruce Campbell being part of an episode of 1600 Pen automatically makes it a cult classic. That was when 1600 Pen went from being just another canceled must-see TV show to being a cult classic.
Much like Firefly, 1600 Pen still gets packed Comic-Con panels years after canceled.
Yeah. All those brown shirts, brown coats.
Listen,
at the White House.
I also didn't make this tweet. Who is this guy on screen right now? Why do I recognize him?
Oh, fuck.
The man without his shirt on.
Okay, wait. I'm looking it up. Hold
Not Robert Wool. I recognize that.
I know what my good friend Bobby Wool looks like. What's the name of this episode? Episode
7?
7. Season 2.
I don't think he was on Lost, Andy T. Germ. I can't confirm, but I don't think so. Oh, it's Luke from Gilmore Girls.
Oh, well, great. Okay.
I didn't watch Gilmore Girls.
You're on the mystery. Man, Andre Holland was a regular on 1600 Pen.
Yeah.
He of Moonlight and Nick, High Flying Bird, with humble beginnings. Okay, here's my question. Who has appeared on both 1600 Pen and Arliss? I have one name.
Who?
Larry King.
Oh, wow.
It's good to be the king.
So goes the king, so goes the world.
When you come for the king, you best not miss.
You best not miss.
And yet I do miss Larry King live.
Every day.
He's got his new show.
Now, Jay Leno was on one episode of 1600 Pen. Was Jay Leno ever on Arliss? Can you look this up without spoiling it for us?
I will look it up. I feel like he's got to be, right?
It feels like it.
As far as I can tell, he was not.
God damn it.
Maybe it's another one of those secret cameos. Like it could be one of those secret cameos.
It could be one of those secret cameos.
Oh, look at this train effect.
Practical.
So that's why I could tell it was fake.
Yep.
I could tell that was a toy train, even though they did a close-up angle to make it look like you couldn't tell it was model work, but you can always tell. I would have done that with a Polar Express style CGI train.
Much better. And
you would have thought for sure that a train was on its way somewhere.
And
then you would have thought, oh my goodness, Arliss is enormous now. And then you would have realized, oh, it was a trick of perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a whole emotional thrill ride if you had done it, and here it's a throwaway moment.
Don't throw it away.
No. Put it on a shelf.
Talk about inflation. Arliss just said talk about inflation. How many dollars away are we from inflating BB-8?
Patrick?
We are at, what are we at? We are at 763.18. So we are 125. So
here's what I'll say.
5 Beasley Robert Wool signed photos.
So wait, how many are we away from 888?
125.
Yeah, so
$125 away.
5 photos away.
5 Woolies.
Arliss is looking at the cryogenically frozen body right now. I have very much missed the plot of this episode.
And he's not turned over the Ovitz deal?
Well, you know what's an interesting thing to talk about, because we were mentioning inflation.
Yeah.
Arliss has $2 signs in his name. But this show, almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Due to inflation, Arliss would probably have $4 or $5 signs in his name today.
That's a good point. Hey, Watto, it's 6:39.
Well, speak of the devil. It's 6:39, which means it is time to tweet at Disney Plus to release the 39.
And listen, we know that you guys have already done it. We know that you've already tweeted.
We know.
We want you to do it again.
It's quantity, not quality. Don't spend an hour working on one tweet. Spend 5 seconds on one tweet every hour.
One thing you could say, try to make it personal use. Say something like, I just finished watching Bride of Boogity on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Now I would like to watch Star Wars Detours, but I can't find the button.
Yeah.
Can you release those episodes so that I can click my button and watch?
Hashtag may detours be with you.
Hashtag may detours be with you. And ask them also about the Ovitz joke. Ask them if they like the Ovitz joke. That, of course, is a joke about Michael Ovitz's brief tenure at Walt Disney Pictures.
Yeah.
This episode's kind of going into hard sci-fi.
He just said ghosts.
Ghostus.
The ghostess?
Ghostus.
I don't get it.
There are certain things in my life that I am truly proud of. For as we get older, we learn that no matter how financially successful one becomes, there are some things in life that money just can't buy.
Wow.
Those are true. That's just, there's no joke there. It's a genuine message at the end that is completely true.
You can't buy a baseball.
History being one of them. That ball belongs in a museum. And there it is, in a museum.
Wow.
Well, Ghostus is a reference to what George calls ghosts.
Ghostas.
Ah.
With the Mahostas.
You don't remember this very real fact from the real world?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that derisively. I just genuinely don't. I gotta say, the lack of meals today is starting to get to Watto. Watto's wondering what he has in his kitchen that he can make. Also, that's
George is wondering that too.
Kind of a sweet ending, because
it's a very sweet ending. It's a victory, but also sneaky.
Arliss gets, hoisted by his own petard, but in this one, he gets a little win, and it's a little bit sweet and a little bit nice. There is something we need to do now.
Listen to this music. It's like a dance party at the end.
Patrick?
Say that again?
You know what we need to do.
It sounds like Charlie Rose. It sounds like the theme to Charlie Rose.
What do we need to do, Watto?
We need to call the Attorney General's office so we can leave a message for Mike Pompeo.
Yeah. Hey George, can you mute your?
Yeah. You don't think that the Attorney General wants to hear the outro music from this episode of Arliss?
I don't think so.
All right, we're down to the final trilogy of the season.
Hang on one sec.
Okay.
Number again.
Yippee.
Yippee.
How can I not find this phone number I had? Oh, here we go.
Yippee.
Yippee.
Yippee. Also, when we get to the 1,000 and I deflate the 8, I'm going to do it from a low angle.
You're going to? What do you mean you're going to do it from a low angle?
Okay.
I'm going to do it from a low angle. It's going to be really exciting.
Okay.
Okay, I have the number I'm calling, Watto.
Okay, so you are now calling
the Department of Justice comment line. Although your opinion is valuable to us, we cannot return calls made to this number. If you would like to contact the Department of Justice, including the Attorney General, please log on to our website at www.justice.gov and select one of the options under the contact link. If you have a law enforcement issue, please contact your local police or the FBI in your area. If you would like to leave a comment regarding civil and constitutional rights, please press 1.
Yep.
Please leave your comment regarding civil and constitutional rights. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hello, this is Watto the Toydarian. I have a constitutional right, a civil right, if you will, to watch the original 39 episodes of Detours. They were fully produced and financed by retired filmmaker George Lucas, and Disney is keeping them on a shelf. They should be released. They should be a public trust, a natural resource to all Americans. Release them. Also, can you please let Mike Pompeo know that I left a message on his machine for you, and that this message is actually for him. So if the two of you can get in touch with each other and swap messages, it would be much appreciated. Thank you. Once again, this is Watto. Your mind tricks don't work on me. I'm a Toydarian.
Great. Thank you, Watto.